Imagine this. You're in a high-end rooftop bar in Los Angeles. The city lights sparkle below, a glass of single malt in your hand. She walks in, the one you've known could leave your mind for days. But she stops. Her eyes search the crowd, and she locks on you. And in that moment, something happens. She remembers every moment you ever mattered. Every subtle way you left an impression. Every time your presence shifted her world. Because there are men who leave marks not through wealth, not through gifts, not through words, but through actions, presence, and a way of being that resonates long after you're gone. Today I'm going to show you the 6 things women never forget a man doing. These are rooted in psychology, Stoic philosophy, and behavioral patterns of high-value men. By the end of this video, you'll not just understand attraction. You'll learn how to leave a lasting imprint in a woman's mind effortlessly. And yes, these 6 things work even if she's already emotionally distant, or you've lost her interest before. Stay until the end because the final point is the one that silently rewrites her emotional memory of you, and almost no man ever uses it. Lesson 1. Emotional anchoring through presence. The first thing women never forget is how a man made her feel, especially when he stayed calm during chaos. Scenario: a woman is anxious, panicking over something small, a missed flight, a work crisis, a family drama. Most men rush in with solutions, advice, or panic themselves. The man she remembers does none of that. Instead, he anchors his presence. He stays calm. He radiates confidence that everything is manageable. Psychological insight. Women's brains are wired to remember emotional stability. A man who doesn't crumble under stress triggers subconscious safety and attraction. Actionable step. Next time she's anxious or emotional, don't try to solve her problem immediately. Mirror her emotion briefly. I see that this is frustrating. Then stay grounded. Let her nervous system calm by feeling your stability. Cliffhanger. This is not just kindness, it's a memory hack. And the second thing women never forget is shockingly simple yet overlooked. Lesson 2. Demonstrating silent consistency. Nothing leaves a deeper imprint than reliability without drama. Scenario: a man cancels plans last minute, makes excuses, or only shows interest sporadically. Compare him to a man who keeps small promises consistently, even when it's inconvenient. Psychological insight. Women remember men who don't just talk about values, they show them. Silent consistency signals stability, self-discipline, and integrity. Actionable step. Always show up on time. Keep your word on small things first: calls, texts, plans. Avoid overpromising. Underpromise and overdeliver. Stoic twist. Consistency without attachment. You deliver without needing gratitude or validation. Lesson 3. Controlled emotional leadership. Women never forget men who lead emotionally without controlling. Scenario: during an argument, she escalates emotionally. Most men react, shout, justify, beg, or withdraw. The memorable man does not escalate, uses calm, measured tones, acknowledges feelings but keeps his emotional state unshaken. Psychological insight. Polarity and attraction grow from emotional tension, controlled by the man's presence. Women subconsciously track who can stabilize situations without bending. Actionable step. Practice 3 deep breaths before responding emotionally. Mirror her concern briefly, then redirect calmly. Use language like, I understand your perspective, let's handle this together. Cliffhanger. And the 4th. Action is something almost mystical in how women remember you emotionally, and it's rooted in physical presence. Lesson 4. Subtle physical anchoring. Here's something most men completely miss. Attraction isn't built only through words. It's built through movement, through space, through touch, through the silent language of presence. And women don't consciously analyze it. Their nervous system does. Let's break this down. The walking dynamic. You're walking together. Maybe it's a busy street in London. Maybe it's a relaxed evening in Sydney. Maybe it's Manhattan on a Friday night. She drifts slightly ahead. Most men unconsciously match her position. Equal footing, side by side, neutral. It feels polite. But neutral energy rarely creates tension. And attraction needs tension. The memorable man doesn't rush. He doesn't compete. He doesn't speed up aggressively. He simply maintains a slight natural lead, not dominance, direction. That subtle positioning communicates something ancient. I know where we're going. Women are highly attuned to directional confidence. It signals decisiveness. It signals protection. It signals calm control. You're not dragging her. You're not guiding her like a tour guide. You're simply walking like a man who assumes his place. And that assumption, not force, is what creates impact. The power of micro-touch. Now here's where most men either freeze or overdo it. Touch is not about grabbing. It's not about proving something. It's not about escalation for the sake of it. It's about anchoring emotion to sensation. A light touch on her upper arm when crossing the street. A brief hand at her shoulder to guide her around a crowd. A soft tap at her lower back when moving through a doorway. Controlled, brief, unapologetic. Then you release. The mistake needy men make? They linger, they hold, they wait for validation. That kills the energy. The touch must feel natural, like it's the most normal thing in the world for you. Because when your body language says, "I am comfortable leading," her nervous system relaxes. And relaxed feminine energy is attracted energy. Why her nervous system remembers. Here's the deeper psychological layer. Women don't fall for logic first. They respond to regulation. If your movements are sharp, anxious, hesitant, her body feels it. If your movements are slow, grounded, deliberate, her body mirrors it. This is basic nervous system synchronization. When you gently touch her while remaining emotionally neutral and calm, her brain associates touch to safety, proximity, stability. Presence chows control. It becomes an anchor, like a Pavlovian imprint. Later, when she thinks about you, she won't necessarily remember what you said about your job. She'll remember how she felt walking next to you. She'll remember the calm steadiness, the subtle guidance, the grounded posture. That feeling becomes the memory, and attraction lives inside memory. Posture, the silent authority. Posture is everything. If you're slouched, if your shoulders collapse inward, if your head tilts down, you signal uncertainty before you ever speak. The memorable man walks upright, shoulders relaxed, chest open, chin neutral, breathing steady, not stiff, not puffed up. Relaxed authority. This posture does two things. It visually communicates confidence. It regulates your own nervous system. Your body tells your brain how to feel. When you stand upright, you literally increase feelings of control and stability. She picks up on that immediately. Because women are hyper-aware of subtle physical cues. They have to be. It's biological. The fine line, control versus aggression. This is important. Subtle anchoring is not about overpowering. It's about grounded leadership. If you push, if you grab, if you invade space without calibration, you break trust. Masculine energy is controlled strength, not chaotic force. You're not trying to impress. You're not trying to dominate. You're simply existing in your natural frame. When she moves ahead, you calmly reclaim slight lead. When you touch, it's brief. When you guide, it's smooth. No explanation. No apology. No tension. That emotional neutrality is what makes it powerful. The emotional imprint. Here's what happens over time. She starts to feel more relaxed around you. Crowds feel less chaotic. Streets feel less overwhelming. Moments feel more structured. Not because you said anything profound, but because your body communicated safety and direction. Her brain links that safety to you. That's imprinting. It's subtle. It's slow, but it's powerful. Most men try to create attraction through performance jokes, stories, exaggerated personality. The memorable man creates attraction through regulation and presence. He becomes associated with calm. And calm masculine energy is rare, actionable framework. Here's how you implement this immediately. Walk with intention, slight natural lead. Don't rush, don't lag. Use micro-touches only when situationally natural. Crossing streets, guiding through doors, navigating crowds. Release immediately, no lingering. No seeking reaction. Maintain upright, relaxed posture. Shoulders down, chest open. Slow breathing. Stay emotionally neutral. Don't watch her face for approval. The key word is consistency. One touch won't create imprinting, but repeated calm, controlled presence, that builds a nervous system association. And once a woman's nervous system feels safe and stimulated around you, she won't consciously understand why she's thinking about you. She just will. That's subtle physical anchoring. Not force, not dominance, not neediness. Just controlled masculine presence that leaves a quiet, lasting imprint. Lesson 5, strategic absence. Women never forget the man who creates space without drama. Scenario: he texts constantly, reacts to every message, seeks approval. Instead, he withdraws subtly, lives fully, communicates on his schedule. Psychological insight. Absence triggers curiosity. It builds emotional tension and strengthens memory imprint. Actionable step. Respond after meaningful delays, not immediately. Prioritize your activities. Let her emotional system adjust to your availability naturally. Stoic principle. Do not react to external validation. Your value is internal. Lesson 6. Life energy and mission alignment. Finally, the ultimate reason women never forget a man. He has a mission, a vision, and life energy that is contagious. Scenario. A man's life revolves solely around her attention. Compare to a man who has hobbies, skills, and social impact, lives deliberately, moves with energy and purpose. Psychological insight. Women's attraction is linked to men who radiate life energy and agency. They remember men who elevate their own life, not chase theirs. Actionable steps. Invest in personal growth daily. Physical, intellectual, emotional. Engage in activities that bring joy and mastery. Show passion naturally without seeking approval. Emotional spike. The memory of a man fully in his life stays long after moments of intimacy or conflict. Bonus. How Stoicism amplifies these 6 habits. Stoicism ties all 6 actions together. Emotional anchoring. Control your mind, not the world. Consistency. Do the right thing regardless of outcome. Emotional leadership. Respond, don't react. Physical presence. Be grounded in your own space. Strategic absence. Value your time above approval. Life mission. Focus on what you can control, your actions and growth. When these 6 principles are applied with Stoic discipline, women don't just remember you. They carry your energy in their minds, long after the moment is gone. Final takeaway. Women never forget men who master the invisible. Listen carefully. It's not the expensive dinners. It's not the perfect good morning texts. It's not the dramatic promises about the future. Those things are loud. Attraction, the kind that lingers in her mind at 2 a.m. is quiet. It's how you exist in her emotional and subconscious world. It's how you show up when things aren't scripted. It's calm under chaos. When plans change. When she's stressed. When life throws pressure into the moment and you don't flinch. It's reliability without explanation. You don't announce your strength. You don't advertise your stability. You simply are consistent. Your word matches your behavior. No speech is required. You don't need dramatic declarations. You don't need to explain your value. It's emotionally leading, not controlling. That means you don't tell her how to feel. You don't correct her emotions. You don't overpower her reactions. Instead, you regulate yourself so deeply that she begins to sync with you naturally. If she's anxious and you stay grounded, her nervous system starts to settle. If she's emotional and you remain centered, the moment stabilizes. If there's tension and you don't react impulsively, you become the emotional anchor. Your grounded energy sets the tone. That's leadership, not force, not dominance, not manipulation. Regulation. It's physical presence that feels rooted. You move slowly because you're not in a rush to prove anything. You speak deliberately because your words don't need to chase validation. You take up space without apology, not aggressively but comfortably. There's a difference. Aggression seeks attention. Comfort commands it. When you sit fully. When you stand upright. When you walk, you move with intention. That kind of embodied calm signals security at a subconscious level. And security is rare. It's absence without neediness. You don't disappear to punish. You don't withdraw to create anxiety. You simply have a life, a direction, responsibilities, ambition, focus. You can step away without drama because your world doesn't revolve around her reactions. And here's the paradox. When your presence carries weight, your absence carries echo. She feels the difference not because you played games, but because your energy was stable, grounded, and intentional. And above all, it's life energy and purpose. A man who is building something, becoming something, moving towards something. Forward motion is magnetic. Stagnation kills attraction. Progress fuels it. Purpose creates emotional gravity. She doesn't just see a man, she sees direction. And direction feels safe. Direction feels powerful. Direction feels alive. These habits make you unforgettable because they reach deeper than logic. They trigger her nervous system in ways no compliment ever could. Charm stimulates, but only temporarily. Validation flatters, but only briefly. Texts entertain the mind, but the mind gets bored. Presence is different. Presence imprints the body. It bypasses analysis. It bypasses overthinking. It settles directly into feeling. She may forget the exact words you said on that first date. She may not remember the story you told about your job. She might even forget the restaurant, but she will remember how steady she felt next to you, how her breathing slowed without her noticing, how conversations felt unforced, how silence wasn't awkward and it was comfortable. She will remember how calm you were when something unexpected happened, how you didn't overreact, how you didn't chase, how you didn't collapse into insecurity. She'll remember how anchored she felt around you, and that feeling becomes the association. Not he said the perfect thing, but I feel different around him. That's the invisible layer most men never master. They try to win attention. They try to impress. They try to entertain, but they never train their nervous system. They never discipline their emotions. They never build the grounded presence that creates real imprinting, and without that foundation, attraction becomes fragile. So understand this clearly. Before you try to be interesting, become stable. Before you try to be charming, become regulated. Before you try to lead her, learn to lead yourself. Work on your presence first. Anchor your emotions so deeply that chaos doesn't shake you. Lead your life with purpose so clearly that your direction is undeniable. When you do that, you don't have to chase attention. You don't have to force desire. You don't have to manufacture attraction. It follows naturally.